pruning our plants regularly is really, really important for a couple of reasons. One, we want to stimulate the growth of our plants. We want to get rid of any dead or damaged leaves that might be on the plants. And the other thing that we want to do is make sure that we don't have plants overcrowding or shadowing other plants and blocking them from getting any sunlight. So let's look at a couple of plants and how we might prune them. Let's look at this spinach, which is a great example of why we might need to do some pruning. As you can see, if we're looking closely, some of these leaves are pretty damaged and a bit brown. So what we want to do is take our secateurs and we want to cut those away and get rid of any of those dead leaves. So I'm going to go as close down to the stem as I can. So I want to get down and I want to cut away those damaged leaves. The other type that we're going to do is our fruiting plants. So we often get asked about pruning tomatoes pretty regularly. So we can see the fruits are starting to come out here in our tomatoes, and if you look really closely at your tomatoes and the branches and the vines they're growing on, you'll often see there's this little leaf in here, and then there's these much bigger ones which really don't tend to ever bear any fruit. So by pinching these with our hands and leaving that small leaf there, what we're doing is really stimulating the growth and forcing more of our nutrients through into the plant, into the fruits. So we can see now we've also opened up so there's a lot more sunlight's going to be able to hit those fruiting plants as well, which is really important for our fruiting plants. So it's just a simple pinching, and we're doing it right at that point there. So we're leaving that closer in branch and we're pinching off that big outer one, which is showing no signs of fruiting at all. So as part of our pruning process, we also want to make sure we're getting rid of any broken or damaged plant leaves as well. So if we have a look at these zucchini leaves here, we can see that they're broken and damaged. So again, we can come right down close to the base of that leaf and just cut it off. And similarly here, we're going to cut that one off. And that's not going to stop our plants from growing, but it is going to remove leaves that are just going to die, as you can see that one has, because they're broken away. So important to get rid of all those sorts of leaves as well. They're going to free up some light, which will be great for those fruiting zucchinis, but also they're just going to die and wilt away, so we want to remove them from our air garden.